Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for September 13, 2025. Firstly, we're following a developing story where Israel launched airstrikes on Doha, Qatar, targeting Hamas leaders. The situation in the Middle East has taken a dramatic turn, with widespread condemnation of the attack and concerns about escalating violence in the region. Secondly, President Donald Trump expressed dissatisfaction with the Israeli strike, assuring the Qatari leader that such an attack would not happen again. However, it remains unclear whether the U.S. will take concrete actions to pressure Israel to halt its military operations. Lastly, we're seeing a significant shift in German politics as the far-right Alternative for Germany party gains momentum in the state of North Rhine-Westphalia. The AfD is capitalizing on fears and frustrations of voters, particularly in rural areas, with their campaign focused on issues like immigration, law and order, and economic insecurity. The CDU leader, Friedrich Merz, has acknowledged that his party needs to do more to address the concerns of voters, while the Social Democrats have criticized the AfD's tactics as divisive and inflammatory. The outcome of the upcoming state elections will have significant implications for German politics and society as a whole. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. We'll be back with more news and analysis after this break. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. Firstly, we've been following the migrant crisis in the English Channel, where thousands of people have gathered for a march organized by far-right activist Tommy Robinson. The event was marked by chants of "We want our country back" and the display of UK flags. However, the march was not without controversy, with counter-protesters from the Stand Up to Racism group marching under the banner of March Against Fascism. In other news, we reported on a rally in London where thousands gathered for a Unite the Kingdom march, organized by Tommy Robinson. The event drew a large crowd, estimated at around 20,000 people, who marched through the streets of London, while a smaller counter-protest drew around 5,000 people. Lastly, we've been covering the ongoing conflict in Sudan, where a joint statement from the United States, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Egypt has called for a 3-month humanitarian truce, followed by a permanent ceasefire. The international community is urging for a peaceful resolution to the crisis, which has resulted in one of the world's worst humanitarian crises, with millions of people in need of assistance. As we consider these developments, it's essential to approach them with nuance and balance. We'll continue to monitor the situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night and stay informed. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. First up, we're seeing a surge in gold prices as investors flock to safe haven assets amidst escalating global tensions and economic uncertainty. The precious metal has hit record highs, driven by concerns over trade wars, geopolitical instability, and fears of a potential recession. Our experts caution that while the rally may still have room to run, it's essential for investors to exercise caution and not make emotional decisions based on short-term market movements. In other news, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.2% today, while the S&P 500 dipped 0.1%. The Nasdaq Composite, however, managed to eke out a gain of 0.2%, notching another record-closing high. We're also seeing a rise in yields on benchmark U.S. 10-year notes and 2-year bonds, with consumer inflation expectations remaining steady. Finally, all eyes are fixed on the Federal Reserve meeting next week, where investors are eagerly awaiting the central bank's decision on interest rates. Will we see a rate cut, or will the Fed surprise the market with a hawkish tone? Our experts weigh in on what to expect and how it may impact global markets. That's all for tonight. Tune in tomorrow for more analysis and insights from our team of experts. Until then, stay informed, and we'll see you again soon on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. I'm your host, Carl. Tonight, we're going to take a journey through the vast expanse of space exploration and technology. We begin with a fascinating discovery in the world of astronomy, where scientists have been studying the formation of galaxies and stars. But what's truly remarkable is the way it connects to our own existence. Imagine being part of a cosmic tapestry, woven from threads of stardust and galaxy clusters. It's a reminder that we're not just observers of the universe, we're an integral part of its grand narrative. Next, we delve into the world of space history, where restored images from NASA's early years are giving us a fresh perspective on the bravery and determination of astronauts who paved the way for modern space exploration. It's a powerful reminder that even in the face of uncertainty, human ingenuity can overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. As we gaze upon these hauntingly beautiful images, we're reminded that the pursuit of space exploration is not just about reaching for the unknown, it's about expanding our understanding of ourselves and our place within the universe. Finally, we turn our attention to the latest developments in space technology, where companies like Rocket Lab are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. With its 70th successful Electron mission, Rocket Lab is cementing its position as a leader in small orbital launches. But what's truly exciting is the potential for this technology to have far-reaching benefits, from improving communication and navigation to enhancing our understanding of climate change and environmental sustainability. As we conclude tonight's podcast, we're left with a sense of awe and wonder at the vast expanse of the cosmos. The connections between astronomy, space history, and technology serve as a testament to human ingenuity and the boundless potential that lies within us. So let's continue to explore, to discover, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we venture further into the frontiers of science, technology, and innovation. Thank you for listening, and until next time, keep looking up at those stars and wondering what wonders await us in the vast expanse of space. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your anchor, Howard. As we delve into the world of sports, we've got a trio of intriguing stories for you tonight. Firstly, we're following the developing drama between Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. The situation is complex, with both sides presenting valid arguments. We'll continue to provide in-depth analysis and expert insights as this story unfolds. Next, we're counting down to the highly anticipated college football matchup between the University of Southern California Trojans and the Purdue University Boilermakers. Both teams have shown promise in their early season performances, with USC's offense ranking top in total offense and yards per play. Our friends at Sportsline have simulated the game 10,000 times, predicting a high-scoring affair. We'll bring you all the latest updates and expert analysis ahead of this exciting clash. Lastly, we're examining the Washington Commanders' recent performance after their disappointing loss to the Green Bay Packers. While concerns are being raised about the team's aging core, experts believe they still have the talent and experience to overcome their current challenges and make a strong push for the playoffs. With a tough schedule ahead, the Commanders will need to address their weaknesses, including Marshon Lattimore's decline and the lack of pass rush. That's all for tonight's edition of the AI Daily Press podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Until then, stay informed, stay up to date, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we looked at a concerning incident in Montana, where a toxic leak from an old mining site has raised serious environmental and health concerns for local residents. We explored the impact on the community and the need for urgent action to address this issue. Next, we traveled to Baltimore, where we met Chef Scott Bacon, who's making waves in the culinary world with his commitment to showcasing the city's unique flavors and traditions. Through his story, we saw the power of food to bring people together and celebrate local heritage. Lastly, we examined significant changes in the healthcare industry, particularly at CVS Health, one of the largest healthcare companies in the U.S. we discuss the implications of new leadership appointments and the potential shift towards value-based care and expanded healthcare delivery capabilities. These stories remind us that America is a complex and dynamic country, full of challenges and opportunities. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to exploring these issues and sharing the stories that shape our nation. Thank you for joining me tonight, and we'll see you down the road. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got a jam-packed show for you tonight, so grab your popcorn and get ready for the latest scoop. First up, we're talking about the grand finale of Downton Abbey. Yes, I know, it's hard to believe it's really over. But trust me, the movie is a must-see, with all the romance, drama, and British charm you've come to love. And while we'll miss Maggie Smith's iconic wit and sass on screen, the cast does an excellent job of honoring her legacy. Next, we're diving into the world of fashion, where Christian Siriano's stunning gowns are stealing the show. I mean, have you seen Michelle Obama in one of his creations? Breathtaking. And don't even get me started on Ralph Lauren's latest collection, it's like a masterclass in elegance. But, of course, not everyone is getting it right. We've got some serious fashion faux pas to discuss, courtesy of none other than Justin Bieber. Oh dear, those pants are a crime against humanity. And finally, we're shaking things up with the latest K-pop news. WM Entertainment's CEO is stepping down, and Lee Chaeyeon is moving on from the company. But don't worry, folks, it's not all bad news. RBW's stock is actually up, and we can expect some exciting new music from ONF and US Peer. That's all for tonight, folks. Stay classy, stay fashionable, and remember, if you want to make a good first impression, start with a good last impression. Trust me on this, and until next time, stay chic. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. We have a trio of fascinating stories for you this evening. Firstly, we reported on the remarkable story of a young elephant who has been rescued from a poaching incident in Africa. The elephant, named Themba, was found with severe injuries and is currently undergoing rehabilitation at a local wildlife sanctuary. Secondly, we took a journey to the Swiss Alps, where the Alais Glacier is facing an unprecedented threat due to climate change. We spoke with local guides and experts who shared their concerns about the impact of glacier retreat on biodiversity and the delicate ecosystem of the region. Lastly, we visited the Emerald Isle, where a naturalized stick insect species has been making headlines. The stick insect, which originated from New Zealand, has adapted to Ireland's mild climate and is reproducing parthenogenetically. We also shared other interesting nature stories from Ireland, including the discovery of a rare gall wasp, a surge in corncrake numbers, and stunning photos of puffins in flight. These stories highlight the importance of conservation efforts and the need for collective action to protect our planet's precious resources. By sharing these tales, we hope to inspire a new generation of nature lovers and conservationists to take action and make a difference. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to bringing you more fascinating stories from the world of nature and beyond. Until next time, good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.